Howdy there hunters, I want to welcome you back to another armor set video. This one's about sleep bombing, everyone's favourite thing to do from old titles of the Monster Hunter series. Not as popular now as builds have become a lot more damage oriented, but this is also very fun and it's a very chill way of hunting, especially when you're versing, tempered elder dragons and that. It's just a really chill back way of hunting, but it's also really fun to build as well. So as you can see, I got 3 Zora pieces. You can reconsider making some of them, as you need a gem for the legs. If you don't feel like farming Zora for gems, I'm swimming in them, so I decided to make the legs. But you can make adjustments to this. But I think this is really good. I mean, a couple shots with sleep level 2, the monster's gonna fall asleep. So obviously, the damage of this build is all about your barrel bombs, and I think you can put a maximum of about 10 or 12 barrel bombs. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, not even that. I think it's like 8. But anyway, and then you'll have to restock. So obviously you can't kill a monster in one round. You're going to have to restock at camp. So there's no such thing as speed running with this build. That's for damn sure. I got poison attack. That's just an extra. So you can even sacrifice the Zora legs and swap the arms if you want. And you can get rid of poison attack, but I got it as an extra. I mean, extra damage going as you're doing the fight also works, because this build is all about doing fixed damage as opposed to DPS. So Zora Magda's Mastery, 20% extra status when you do a crit, so automatically that's like great. Combined with sleep attack plus 3, that's another 20%. So on a crit you're getting 40% plus an extra 10% application of sleep automatically. Aim for weak spots, of course. If you want the weakness, if you want the crit to actually proc, go for the weak spot. You don't have to, but I do recommend it, because you're just going to save yourself on ammo and you'll be putting this monster to sleep a lot quicker. Maximum might just increases your affinity, obviously for the better chance of proccing the status crit with the Zora Magdaros. Bombardier, the legs come with 2, that's why it's important, but you can swap it for Dodogama stuff, or you can get Teostra wastes. It's up to you. I recommend spending the gem on the pants, because it's just a really good armor piece, even if you want to go for a Bombardier build with like blast weapons and that, so I do recommend it. These 4 skills right here are your main things that you'll need, and you really won't need anything else. I've got a maximum might charm on. It might be a bit iffy for you if you're scared of spending a No Gigante gem. I reckon it's worth it, because this works very well with elemental bowgun builds as well, so you're going to be getting some good use out of this charm, so I do recommend it. As opposed to making the No Gigante helmet, which is probably outclassed by this if you've got the charm. So mantles and that, you can do whatever you want. You can have the affinity booster, which I might even put on. Increases your crit chance, so you're going to be pretty much critting all the time with maximum might or whatever. So yeah, so you're going to be sleeping every Dura Bullet. This is the Duratotus bowgun. Just check it out. I got reload assist. There's no point going past recoil plus 2. Recoil is the reload assist is just there for the hell of it. But Duratotus is pretty much the best status gun that I can find, minus the paralysis. There are better paralysis weapons, but look at that. It loads 5 poison 2 and 4 sleep ammo. You really can't go wrong. In 2 shots with sleep 2, you're putting the monster to sleep. So you go, make sure you be quick when the monster's asleep, because they do wake up after about a minute. So put your bombs down, combine for your bombs, combine for your ammo while they're asleep. Quickly do it, and once you're out of bombs and that, throw a Firecaster, which you can get from the Elder Melder by trading in ore and stuff. So it's really not a big deal to get Firecaster. Go back to your camp while you're in the middle of a fight. Look, Firecaster right there, 20 points, not a big deal. Spend your iron ore, spend your Macrolite. Doesn't matter. Even Dragonfell berries, you can put them in your farm or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so Don't forget to customize your radial menu to get, obviously I don't, I don't have my actual item set out at the moment, so I'll go fix that up for you. I'll show you what I have. Where is it? Sleep bomb. So here's my sleep bombing setup. So what I've got here is mega barrel bombs, barrel bomb large, large barrel, and gunpowder. So that gives you straight away. And I've got 7 Devil's Blight. So you can have 9 mega barrel bombs overall in your item set out before you have to go back to camp. Also, I've got combines for sleep level 2 and sleep level 1. Mostly you want to be working on sleep level 2. So a lot of everything you can go through your farm, and also the Elder Melder by trading in resources for points and that. So you know, stuff like that isn't a big deal. And before you go on the quest, something worth noting: getting feline specialists in your meal is definitely worth it. It increases your status attacks. And also, you might be thinking, oh, wouldn't the apothecary mental be good? The apothecary mental only affects the chance of applying a certain, you know, status when you're using a melee weapon, because they don't always apply the status, so there's a chance for it to apply it. So, with bowguns, ammo has a 100% chance to apply the status, so that's one thing worth noting. So let's get into a hunt. Okay, so the monster I'm going to be showing off is Kieran. So this is going to be a tempered one, because I have a tempered Kieran on the list, so I thought I might as well get it done while I'm showing this example. And Kieran's actually a great example of sleeping bombing a monster, because Kieran's got a very tough hide and you bounce a lot. So like, it's a really good idea to just sleep bomb the Kieran, like seriously. I recommend it. Okay, so first of all, I do want to poison the Kieran, because that's just extra damage you could be doing. Kieran is now poisoned. Make sure you don't miss hits. Like what I'm doing. It's very important that you don't miss these hits. So I'm just going to show a quick example, and then you can just enjoy the rest of the video, because there's not much more to say, honestly. And there it is, rinse and repeat, head back to camp when you run out of items and stuff. Kieran is possibly going to KO me, so be careful. Okay, so that's pretty much Kieran sleep bombed to death, and I know that was a very sloppy run. You always have sloppy runs when it comes to sleep bombing, but the thing about it is it's so easy. There's like no concentration involved except for shooting the head or the weak spot of the monster. Kieran is probably a bad example because it's such a hard hit zone to hit the head. But that's all you really need to know. So make this set. You don't have to spend all the crazy gems on it. You can make your own equivalent of the set, but this is pretty much how you build the set. So go for sleep attack, go for status crit, and bomb attack up. So that's pretty much all I can say right now. So stay tuned for more Monster Hunter content and also Nintendo discussions, and I'll see you in the next video.